Hey peeps, we are back. We're talking The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 12, Episode 12. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks.
How are you? Let's do mitts. Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
I'm trying to think when I last saw you.
I don't think you've ever seen me, Kathy.
Of course I have. I don't forget faces.
I don't know. I think this might be our first time
You look
meeting.
familiar, but you know my eyes. You never know.
I am happy that Kathy is back. She is hilarious. She really needs to invest in some contacts. Kathy, first you thought Garcelle was Kyle, and now you think you know Cherie. I don't know. Cherie did her very best to explain to her that they had never met. But anyway, thank you for the laughter, Kathy. Also, did you guys know that Diana's son, his girlfriend, is Damon Dash's daughter? I had no idea that she was related to Damon Dash. I've never even paid attention to what her name is on the screen, so maybe her last name is Dash and I just didn't even notice it. But yep, Damon Dash is her father.
She won't shut up. Hit the high note.
Erica, I think, has had far too much to drink in her behavior. I think it's not respectful.
Explained to Paris and Nikki that it's not personal. She said, I didn't want to bring that shame.
Hi, Kathy.
Hello.
My old friend.
Yeah.
How's Erica?
It's getting out of control.
You don't ever want to put yourself in a position of drinking and then losing control and doing something stupid.
Absolutely not.
She kind of cut her some slack kind of a thing.
You cut her some slack. I don't need to cut her some slack.
I'm on Lexapro. Guess what? Now I'm on Wellbutrin and I'm on other things. I'm okay.
It's very dangerous to throw around labels like that, like a drinking problem. She's baiting me. It should not be excused for poor behavior.
No, right.
I think Kyle's idea of being a loyal friend is 100% backing the person. I actually disagree on that.
I'm sorry, like my behavior at your party was inappropriate. I do apologize. I see it in your eyes that you like me.
Yeah. Well, thank you for tonight.
This performance with Asher, yeah, I didn't need it. It was given Christmas recital, and all I could think of was all the Christmas recitals that I went to for my son when he was in elementary school and middle school. You know how they have those Christmas performances? And then I thought about Diana and how young Asher is, and I said, oh, she looks so proud. So proud. Look at her baby boy. Oh, anyway, Erica was too much. Was it too much? Yes. Did I laugh hysterically? Absolutely. And it wasn't just because Erica was absolutely out of her daggone mind. It was the looks, the way the rest of the girls were looking at Erica, the way the rest of the ladies thought, this can't be. Garcelle said she won't shut up. I agree. I approve of this message. Ma'am, shut the hell up. Cherie's face, everybody just looked as if, girl, what the hell is going on? Lisa Rinna sent crying and carrying on. Kathy is crying, wiping her eyes, talking about how magical it was. Not really. This whole party at Diana's house was a big old infomercial. First, it was an infomercial for Diana's energy drink that she has out here, and all the drinks of the evening are made with her energy drink. A little energy drink to go with your champagne. On top of all that, let's show off Asher's Broadway talents. All he needed to do was sit a whole bunch of those energy drinks on top of that piano. That's what was missing. And listen, if this was a Lisa Barlow party, you best believe that Vita Tequila would have been sitting right on top of that piano. I'm just saying. Also, if Sutton would have been at that party and all of a sudden she started singing and screaming, hit the high note, you know good and daggone well, every last housewife would have been down Sutton's throat. Erica did entertain us. I mean, I was more entertained by Erica and her off-key singing than Asher. Okay, so first I just have to say, when Kathy left Erica in that odd conversation, when she got over to Garcelle in the group, when Cherie said, "Hey, old friend," that cracked me up. I don't know. It doesn't take a lot to amuse me, but that really cracked me up. So it was a little weird for me too when Erica thanks Lisa and her daughters for supporting her, for being there for her, for, you know, just being a rock for her while she's going through this. I thought, I wonder how Lisa's daughter feels about those remarks you made to Crystal. I mean, Lisa's daughter is also going through an eating disorder. Ma'am, put down the drinks. One thing that I also want to say is that I really wish that Dorit, Kyle, and Lisa would quit victimizing Erica. Erica is not a victim. Must we repeat? The true victims are the orphans, the people that have been through trauma and loss. Those are the victims. Please quit putting on this big, ginormous pity party for Erica. This 2 seasons of Erica's pity party, I'm over it. Please let us go. Set us free. We want to leave. We don't want to be a part of this pity party. And Crystal was absolutely right. Yet again, twice in this episode, Crystal was right. Just because you are a loyal friend does not mean that you have to stick by and support your friend through everything, including a bunch of BS. That is not okay. Why should we continue to support BS? I'm not going to back you in your wrongdoings. It's not going to happen. Do I have to call you out in public in front of everybody? No. But you best believe behind the scenes, I'm going to let you have it. Okay, I am a loyal friend. I am a supportive friend. I am here for you 100%. But if you do some BS, if you're out here just acting a fool and causing problems, I am going to pull you to the side and say, girl, cut the shit. This is not cute. This is not okay. And the same for my friends. If they see me doing something that is really not okay, they have no problems in saying, Pia girl, listen, stop it. And you know what? I stop because I know these people. They are my friends. They're looking out for me, and vice versa. You know, Kyle and this blind loyalty is a bunch of bullshit. I'm sorry, I can't even say BS on that. It's a bunch of bullshit. Let go of it, lady. We know who you are. We see you. I am so happy that Garcelle pulled Kyle and said, listen, no ma'am, you can give her some slack, but I don't have to. You know, here you are sitting not even 3 feet away from your own sister who is saying this is a problem. And for the record, I'm sure Paris and Nikki Hilton could give a damn if Erica showed up for that wedding. Erica was invited on the back of Kathy. I know those girls don't care one iota about Erica and her showing up. That was just odd. The whole conversation was odd. You can see that Kathy was uncomfortable and Diana was uncomfortable. The queen of the lip licking just sat there with this weird smile on her face because it was odd. Girl, you are drunk. You are lit up. You have had too many champagnes and energy drink. Kyle making that comment that Garcelle is baiting her. What are you talking about, Kyle? Because you had no problems for multiple seasons, multiple episodes, labeling and calling your sister an alcoholic. But now Garcelle can't say that Erica needs some help. Not one time did Garcelle ever say that Erica, Jane, Girardi, or whatever, never once did she ever say that that lady was an alcoholic. She says that it is beginning to be a problem. It is extremely dangerous for this woman to be out and about taking all of this medication with alcohol. And it's not as if she took a couple pills and had 1 glass of wine. No, ma'am. She doesn't know how to stop at 1 glass. She continues to go on and on and on and on. By the end of the night, she's practically had about 8 drinks. And I wonder why at Diane's Christmas party infomercial, they did not have the drink counter on Erica. Because I have seen many other housewives where the drink camera has been going and going and going. Like couple weeks ago on Atlanta. They had the drink count going on Kenya. Okay? And in case you guys haven't noticed, Page 6 released an article showing Erica coming out of LAX with Lisa Rinna because her, Lisa Rinna, and Diana had just went on a beautiful trip to Hawaii. When she was stepping through the airport, a nice process server lady stepped to her in the airport as well, and she says, "Here, I'm dropping off this lawsuit for you." Erica has been indicted in another lawsuit for $50 million. Erica, you could tell that she was a little bit shaken because she was taken by surprise, but she said thank you and took her 2 huge binders of lawsuits and she walked out, and then you see her and Lisa Rinna right there. She looked as if she was really about to burst into tears. I have no sympathy, honey, because all those alleged victims, I hate to have to say alleged, but all of those alleged victims, they are suffering. You are living in a mansion, jet setting, and flying all over town with the alleged Hollywood madam. No, ma'am. You are not getting any sympathy from me. I still can't get over Kyle. Here you are, backing Erica up when you didn't have any problems exposing your sister. No problems exposing Kim. I guess it's okay if it's for storyline purposes, your storyline. And there's some out here saying that there's a new lawsuit coming down the pike and that involves Erica, Kyle, and Kathy. Part of Erica's alleged real estate fraud or something. Honey, listen, I don't know if any of this is true, but it makes me wonder. Remember back last season when Sutton said she didn't want to be associated, so she got an attorney? Maybe Kyle and Kathy should have got an attorney too. I don't know. I'm just saying. Honey, that apology from Diana to Garcelle. I still keep seeing a hefty bag when I see Diana in this dress. I really would just prefer for John Cena to come out. But anyway, that apology was hilarious to me when she said, "I can see it in your eyes. You really do like me." Garcelle said, "Oh, thank you for a nice evening. Thank you for inviting me." Girl, get the hell out of here. You can see it in her eyes. Girl, nobody likes you. Not even Lisa and Kyle and Dorit or Erica. They don't really like you. You just happen to have the most money in the room when Kathy's not around. Girl, bye. I can see it in your eyes. And then when Erica told Diane and Rita that she's taking Lexapro and Wellbutrin and she's still having these drinks, but she's okay. We can see how okay you are. Woman, you are lit. Girl, Lisa Rinna had to help you get to the car. Drunk mess. She should just change her name from Pretty Mess to Pretty Drunk Mess. Or Pretty Messy Drunk. One of them. It'll work. All right, so then they get around to talking about this DUI that PK got. Talking about he was arrested for allegedly drinking. And then Dorit is going to say that he went out on a business dinner and he had 1 glass of wine. Who the hell are you fooling? A man PK's size, who has been drinking for many, many years, is not about to blow a .81 on 1 glass of wine. Shut the hell up. Get the hell out of here. Girl, you have got to be kidding. And then when she goes over to Kyle's house, Kyle says, "I can't believe he got a DUI on 1 drink of wine." Girl, that's because it was more than 1 drink of wine. Cut it out. That was a waste of my time. Reclaiming my time. I'm just saying. Now, Lisa coming over having this conversation with Erica.
You were out of control. You can't cross that line because it's not good for you.
It's reckless.
It is
Because
reckless.
you know what the truth is? I could have hurt myself. It just can't happen like that.
You have to stop this now because you can't do it anymore.
I could go for that. I appreciate that. Somebody needed to say something. Now, my only problem with it is when Garcelle brings it up, Garcelle is being overdramatic. She's seeing a problem where there is none. But when Lisa brings it up, oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. I was blackout drunk. I was throwing up. I was going through this. I really shouldn't be taking these pills and these cocktails. I want to be like everybody else. I want to go out and have a good time, have a couple drinks. But that's the thing. You're not having a couple drinks. You're not having one drink. You're having 8 drinks, plus a little Wellbutrin, plus a little Lexapro. No, ma'am. And Lord forbid you threw in a few Xanax. I'm just saying, girl, like Garcelle said, have some water. Get a little water. You know, I don't care if it's sparkling water, flat water, soda water, you know, just water, okay? Out the tap. I don't give a damn. Out your Brita filter. Have a little water next time to go with your Lexapro and Wellbutrin and Xanax. I did feel for Lisa finding out that she had a sister who overdosed and passed away when she was 6 years old. That broke my heart for Lisa and Lois. I'm glad that Lisa could be there for her. I'm also glad that Mikey was there, even though I'm assuming Erica must be paying him by airtime. I don't know. How is she paying for Mikey and that personal assistant? Where is this money coming from? I mean, it's not my business. I just would like to know. Anyway, she seemed to get it. Lord, I hope so. Cut back, at least. Cut down your 8 drinks to 3. Something that might help a little. My problem with that is she is going to get hurt. Or she could possibly hurt somebody else. Sutton goes over to see Garcelle. Garcelle tells her what happened at the Christmas party. And she says that she is absolutely not bringing up Erica's drinking to Erica. She said Erica would eat her face off. And I know Erica would not accept this message coming from Sutton. And Sutton is right. Stay the hell away from Erica and this drinking problem, because so far you guys are doing all right. You don't need to add any more fuel to the fire, and you've already got that nut job Diana on your back, which I am absolutely 100% positive, in my opinion, that Lisa Rinna and Crystal gassed Diana up and pointed her towards Sutton. That's just my opinion. Now, honey, Sutton decided to call all her exes because she was at home alone for Christmas and her ex-husband and the kids were in Italy with the ex-husband's new girlfriend. Listen, I don't approve of calling a whole bunch of exes, but I understand. You know, I would be devastated to be stuck in this big, gigantic house with COVID by myself while my ex-husband that I was married to and been with since high school is in Italy with our beautiful children and his new woman. Dear God. Whew, it's like, take the dagger out my heart. Haven't I suffered enough? I'm just saying, I understand calling all those exes, but I don't think that was a good idea.
Deal breakers would be an affection towards hoodies, ponytail, a white unmarked van. He's from Virginia, went to law school in New Orleans, and also he is on Jeopardy. I do background checks on people that I date.
It is itching because I have neuropathy. It's a thing that I have, but it's bothering me right now.
Now, you know what? I understand the whole ponytail and the unmarked van. But I don't understand, what's the problem with a good hoodie? I love a good hoodie. I'm just saying, and some men look really attractive in a nice hoodie. But the unmarked van, you are absolutely right. No, sir. Sutton is hilarious. She really is. Her and her date are cute. I cannot believe she wore that kitty cat sweater, but she looked adorable in it. And I really thought she looked cute in those glasses. But talking about your neuropathy in the middle and scratching your legs and carrying on in the middle of a date is not appropriate. When that leg got to itching, you should have excused yourself to the restroom, pulled yourself together, you know, and then went back out there. That was a little odd for me, but that's Sutton. I also appreciate that she does a little background check. Let me tell you, doing a background check is not a problem for me. I think that that is absolutely the smart thing to do, especially when you're dating online. Scratch that. I watch way too much Discovery ID. Background checks are required. Okay? 2022, background checks are required. Shoot. come the heck on. I'm just saying, you need to know who you with. Did anybody see the last episode of Evil Lives Here? I can't believe that woman didn't do a background check on that man. Okay, I was so angry with her. I was mad at her, but I felt sorry for her at the same time because she lost all of her children due to this man. But damn it, girl, you should know who you let in your home, who you let in your life with your children. Background checks, okay? Now, Garcelle having a little meet up with Erica. Now, first, let me just say that both of those ladies looked amazing. They were given gorgeous, both of them. You know, Erica, she tried. She started off with the, I'll just have a little chamomile tea and honey, like a real lady, you know. And then as soon as the lady says that they don't have hot drinks upstairs, she could have said, well, maybe I can go downstairs and get my tea and come right back, Garcelle. But no. Or she could have said, may I have a little tap water? Could I have a little soda water with lime? No, ma'am. She goes straight for the cognac. I said, well, shit. And so did Garcelle. Really? That's what we doing? Anyway, she does explain to Garcelle that Lisa came over. They had a little come to Jesus moment, and she realizes that she was completely blackout drunk, and she has got to stop mixing all of this alcohol with her cocktail appeals. And Garcelle says she understands and she respects that. And yes, you do need to do something. You have got to get yourself together. And then she proceeds to tell Garcelle that she is glad that Cherie is here.
I'm glad you have Cherie because I think Sutton is a liability for you.
Really?
Yes.
Is there a more scandalous woman in America today than Erica Jane? I really wish everybody would just kind of like lay off Sutton for a minute.
Excuse me? Wait a minute. What? Honey, you are the queen of liability. You have got lawsuits coming left and right. You are acting a fool out here. You showed out in Mexico on the boat. You show out everywhere you go. Whether you are sober or not, you act a fool on a regular basis. And then you want to come for Sutton. Ma'am, if you don't shut the hell up, you have no right to call anybody else a liability. Girl, if you don't, get the hell out of here with that. Anyway, you guys, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.